What's up, comic book fans? And welcome to Comics Icons. Now, JJ, what they call me. And today, we got more Fall of the House of X. This time with Miss Marvel, Mutant Menace, issue number 3. And if you guys missed any part of this series or this event, then I'll put a card up at the top of the screen for you. And I'll put a link at the end of the video as well. But when we last left off with Miss Marvel, she had a bit of a space adventure where she helped Lila Cheney deal with a big mojo problem and save all of her fans. And at the very end of the issue, after Miss Marvel had been teleported back down to Earth, she was met by the Red Dagger. Not only that, but since all of this had begun, Miss Marvel has been having some strange issues with her powers, causing her body to randomly just lose control. So if you guys are ready for another Miss Marvel adventure, this time with the Red Dagger, well, hopefully we can get a few more details about what is happening with her powers. And you guys know what time it is. Let's get it. So we kick this issue off with Miss Marvel and the Red Dagger coming out of hiding, since Orchis had been out on a prowl. But he's in town because he was last there for her funeral. But then he had seen her on the news alive and well, so he had to pull up and see for himself. And for that, she apologizes. She's got telepath friends now, and one of them wiped most of everybody's memories about her passing, but since he was halfway across the world, she must have missed him. But then he asks her if she had a choice in the matter of coming back. And then he calls her by her real name, Kamala, which shocks her that he knows her real name. But then she also gets another one of those full body spasms that she'd been dealing with. And he questions her about it, but she brushes that off. The real issue here is the fact that he knows her name. So he tells her, yeah, he does know her name. And he also knows that she's already known that he knows. But when he heard that she'd passed, he regretted never acknowledging the truth out loud of who they were. And then he pulls down his mask and officially introduces himself as Kareem. Even though he knows that she already knew that too. But it was so many things that he had thought he'd get the chance to say to her. But then she was gone and it was too late. So Kamala apologizes to him about what had happened to her. But then tells him that now's as good a time as any if he wants to say what he's been holding on to. But he doesn't want to have that conversation right now at this moment. He just wants to hold her at least one more time, and he pulls her in close. But then she gets a phone call from Bruno, who hears Kareem in the background and starts hating like he always does. The blocker. But then Kamala's forced to rush him off the phone when she notices a red beam coming her way. And it can't be, she thinks. And then Cyclops emerges. But this Cyclops looks different. Like he's decayed and decrepit. Like he's only a reanimated body. And Kamala tries to talk some sense into Cyclops since he seems to be coming straight forward. But she doesn't seem to realize that that's not her Cyclops. Kareem, though, he does see it, and he warns Miss Marvel that he looks like he's trying to kill them. And then Cyclops lets off another blast right at them. And as they dodge and fight off, she thinks that this must be a corpse left behind from a mission that he died in before the new body was resurrected. But the Red Dagger is able to disable the Cyclops corpse, and then picks back up to where he had left off with Miss Marvel. And he pulls her in close once again. And really, Kamala thinks that being with Kareem would be great because she really does have feelings for him. But she's still adjusting to having a second life, and it wouldn't be fair to give him any false expectations about a future for them. And he understands, but he just wants to know if the feelings between them are at least real. And to that, she gives him the satisfaction that they are indeed real. But just as they get comfortable and think that they're out of danger, the ground beneath them begins to rumble. And then out explodes more X-Men corpses, using their full powers. Then we pick up 5 blocks away as the culprit of this attack is revealed to be none other than Dr. Natika Gaia, that former Orchis operative who had been taking a liking to studying Miss Marvel, as she acknowledges that the abilities of her mutates works. Their abilities are functioning at full capacity, although reanimation doesn't last very long before the body degrades all the way down. But back with Miss Marvel and Red Dagger though, the couple continue to fight against the reanimated X-Men. But the Red Dagger manages to impale reanimated Nightcrawler as he bamfs away. Meanwhile, some nearby residents blame Miss Marvel for making their block more hot with her X-Men friends. But she tries to explain to them that they're not the real X-Men. But the people ain't trying to hear any of that now from her since she's out as a mutant. But as Miss Marvel tries to explain to the Red Dagger what her friends are really like, she begins to have another body spasm. This time it made her go full 2D and slide straight through the scaffolding that they were standing on. But Red Dagger tells her that she really needs to go and get this problem checked out, and he's got a guy for her. But she's fine, she tells him. She probably just needs to eat her a little something. But then the two are totally surprised when they're approached by someone else telling her that this problem goes beyond Miss Marvel's caloric intake. As Medusa and other Inhumans are revealed, and Medusa apologizes to Miss Marvel for their intrusion. And she wishes that their long-awaited reunion came with happier circumstances. But unfortunately, Miss Marvel has to come with them right now because time is not on their side. And that, my friends, is the end of the issue. So what did you guys think about this issue? And how you guys liking the series so far with Iman Vellani, the MCU's Miss Marvel co-writing this series? And how about that Terminator John Connor ending? Come with me if you want to live. It's been a while since we've seen Miss Marvel interact with the Inhumans, so what do you guys think that's all about? Do you think that this is her new powers manifesting maybe? I'm kind of thinking that this got something to do with that. At least I'm hopeful as such, to at least get some type of resolution for that. And how do you guys see the situation with Dr. Gaia playing out? Do you think that that's going to wrap up with the next issue being the finale to this mini-series? Or do you guys see Dr. Gaia as somebody that can be an antagonist for the X-Men during the From the Ashes era? You guys already know what to do. Hit me with all those theories and comments. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video and this channel, and you'd like to support the channel, then you can do so by stopping by the Comics Icon store and picking you up some of this merchandise, including the background music heard right here in this video available for download. Or by joining the Iconic Fan Club channel membership, and it'll be a link in the description to join. But with your membership, your voice will be heard during our interactive live streams with yours truly, where we can talk about everything that's been going down in these issues, as well as ones that you'd like for me to go over in the future and other comic book news. Plus, you guys will get loyalty badges, member shoutouts, and up to 20% off of Comics Icon's merchandise from the Comics Icon store. And now we've got new tiers to the memberships as well, starting at just 99 cents. Or you guys can donate to the channel with a super thanks. And if you're not able to do any of that, then you can still be a tremendous help to the future of this channel by dropping a like, share, and subscribing to Comics Icons for more icons in the comic book world. But ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. I'm out. Peace.